Hello everybody, this is Adnan from Black Button Geeks. Welcome again to another session of ours. Today I'll be talking about the difference between DDR3 and DDR4. Both are types of memory. So, what makes me want a DDR3? What makes me want a DDR4? Let's go ahead. The first difference is the physical appearance. Now by physical appearance, I don't mean the size of the heatsink because these will differ even within the same category. DDR3 and DDR4, both of them will have models with high profile or low profile, depending on which case you want to fit them in and what is your requirement and the amount of overclocking you want to do. But when I talk about the physical appearance, I'm talking about the number of pins. In DDR3, there are 240 pins. In DDR4, there are 288 pins. The other difference is the location of this little notch. It's not the same between the two different types of memories because they are not backward compatible. They want to prevent you from putting a DDR3 memory into a DDR4 slot or vice versa. So if you go back in history, the DDR2 memory had the notch also in different place for the same reason. The second difference is speed. DDR3 by default is 1333 MHz. DDR4 is 2333 MHz. So there is a big 1 GHz difference between them on default speed. Both of them are overclockable, so you can reach much higher speeds. DDR3 has reached almost 3 GHz. DDR4 is just starting to touch 3 GHz, but it's relatively new, so we expect it to have much more potential in future. The third difference is scalability. DDR3 can go up to 64 GB of RAM on X79 motherboards or 32 GB of RAM on Z series of motherboards, Z97 or Z87. DDR4 can go today up to 64 GB, but when you have the 16 GB DIMMs available in the market, it will be able to go up to 128 GB, and we don't know the maximum potential yet. One more difference, DDR3 is the standard for all consumer desktops and laptops. It's running on all kinds of different chipsets from Intel and AMD, except the X99 chipset from Intel, which is exclusive for DDR4. Naturally, DDR4 is available only on X99 chipset, which is recently released. There will be another video explaining the difference between these chipsets coming up. Please stay tuned. Now, do I need a DDR4 memory? If you are building a PC based on X99 chipset from Intel, then DDR4 is your only choice. If not, then DDR4 is not supported anyway, and DDR3 is definitely much cheaper because it is massively produced. DDR4 is still a small product in the market, available only for a limited amount of customers, so it will be definitely way more expensive than DDR3. While buying a memory, you have to keep one thing in mind: the number of channel your motherboard is supporting or your chipset is supporting. If your motherboard is dual channel, you will have to get pairs of any kind of them. So if you want to take a 16 GB, you have to take 2 pieces of 8 GB. If your motherboard support triple channel like the old X58 motherboard, then you have to take triplets from every kind of memory you want. If your motherboard is quad channel, then you have to take 4 pieces from each kind of them you are going to. In DDR3, X79 chipset is considered a quad channel chipset, but most of other chipsets from Intel or from AMD are dual channel. DDR4 is supported today only on X99 chipset. It is designed as a quad channel, so you will find only kits of quad channel or 4 pieces of every DIMM in the market for DDR4. Thank you everybody for listening for this quick overview of different kinds of memories. I hope it was really beneficial for you. See you again in next videos. Please like this video and share it if you really like it.